Seamus, obviously don't know the lineup, but if you were to get in, where would your excitement level be to possibly make your NHL debut in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's what you dream about as a kid, getting a chance to play in the playoffs, and this is an exciting atmosphere to try to get a win on the road. So it's huge. To maybe get a chance would be awesome and a dream come true.
Where would the nerve level be? Obviously, making your NHL debut is a big moment, but playoff debut is a little different. Where would your anticipation or eagerness be?
I think there's some healthy nerves, but feel prepared and ready to go. So if I get the chance, I think there'd be some nerves stepping out there at the crowd and everything, but other than that, feel ready to go. And I think once the game starts, it'll be fine.
And do you lean on any of the veteran defensemen here? I mean, a lot of guys in this lineup have been through it before. Maybe ask them questions or pick their brains.
Yeah, huge. All the guys through the lineup are just great. As far as being like a veteran presence to me. But yeah, on the D side, all the guys have been unreal and reaching out, always giving me little tips here and there. And when I ask, they're more than happy to put the game aside for a moment, talk to me, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's been huge.
Sorry, how comfortable are you on your left side or on your off side?
I feel comfortable. I started the year that way. I've played it a lot. I think at times it's advantageous. If you get pucks in good spots, it can be really good, especially on the blue line. So it's definitely some challenges, but overall I feel really good about it.
Yeah, when you got a game against Carolina down here early in the year, and obviously you've been up in the press box to watch these ones. Just in terms of the breakouts, what are you keying on? What are you focusing on with how fast they get on you?
I think obviously there's times where they're pressuring really hard, and I think there's times where it feels like they're pressuring really hard. So just being able to judge the difference. I think there's times you need to live to fight another day and just get a puck out, but a lot of times it's not fake pressure, but it seems like it's coming a lot harder than it is, and then you might be able to make plays through them or kind of settle it down a little bit, and that's when we can kind of get going as a five-man unit. But I think just trying to navigate the differences between those two. Sorry.
Seamus, what asset of your game do you think is going to benefit the team most with you out there tonight?
I mean, I think, like we said, breaking out. I think when I'm playing my best, I can break the puck out really well. And I think offensively, I can maybe add a little bit with maybe break them down a little bit. But I think just playing really hard and playing my game, we'll see how it goes.
How special was it for you to see Nemo get his moment the other night?
It was awesome. I think that was a lot. He had been playing super well all game. We were up in the press box, and I think there was trying to figure out who was going to get it. I knew it was going to come from our side, but it was a great play, and I think it was coming from all game. He had a lot of chances offensively, and he was making all the right plays, so it was just a matter of time.
So you've been part of a bunch of playoff series before. Sometimes when you've been down in a situation, what does it take to kind of fight back when you're in an elimination game?
I think it's just a narrow focus. I mean, it's just one game. I mean, we can't look past that. Obviously, this is going to be our best effort, especially at the start. We knew we were going to have to win one here. I think it's just focusing on our start and then go from there. I mean, it's just really simplifying it and just take it shift by shift and just give it all we got.
Is this kind of an all-out effort, or is there ways with the D, especially all the minutes you guys have been logging lately, to kind of find ways to conserve some energy here and there, or is this kind of just all hands on the table?
I think it's all hands on the table. Obviously, as you go throughout the series, I mean, you guys are tired at different times. Guys are banged up at different times. I mean, I think it's just when you go out there and play, and you don't really even think about it. You just go out there and play the game. So I think for us, it's all hands on deck, and I mean, do whatever it takes to win.
And what do you do for some of the younger defensemen that might be making their NHL debuts here in the playoffs or have little experience? Do they lean on you? Do you talk to them a little bit? What's the communication like?
I mean, not for the most part. I mean, if they ask something, yeah, but mostly just, I mean, almost dumbing down the scenario almost. It's just a hockey game, and played in games before. Obviously, the noise and everything surrounding it is a lot bigger, but when you get out there, it's still the same game. It's nothing changes from games you played growing up. So in that moment, just trust your instincts, make the right plays, and just go out there and have fun.
At this juncture of the playoffs, obviously you know what they're bringing, they know what you're bringing. Everything's kind of obvious. Does it come down to just who's going to execute their game plan?
Yeah, without a doubt. Obviously, special teams is key. I mean, obviously, who takes more penalty, who draws more penalties. 5-on-5 situations, obviously, who's controlling territory. And I thought when we've been kind of at our best in the series is when we've controlled a little bit more of the territory than them. Obviously, that's their game, and they want to get the shots high and shoot pucks from all over the ice. And I mean, that's something that they definitely did at the beginning of the game in our last one. So I mean, I think just really focusing on our start.
I guess there's a chance that Seamus could play in this game. How excited would you be for him, and what would be your advice to Seamus if he does get a knock tonight?
Yeah, it's just I mean, like I said, it's just the same game. I mean, the change is just go out there and have fun, and I mean, bring what you bring. I mean, he's definitely a guy that can make plays and move his feet and create things off the rush. And seen him make really, really good plays and really deceptive in the offensive zone. And obviously, he's really, really good on the power play too. So just bring what you bring.
Ondrej, you've been a part of a lot of playoff series, including some times where you've been down in a series. What does it take to kind of come back in areas like this?
Yeah, I mean, we just need to take it one game at a time. We need to bring the series back to Jersey, and we just need to start better than we did the last game.
And as you say, other than the start, what is key to sustaining? So if you get off to a good start, how can you kind of sustain that throughout the game?
Well, it's just the basic, skating well, win your battle, and that's how we're gonna break their pressure and solve the neutral zone.
Is this a series where both teams kind of know what's coming now at this point? You know what the other has. Is it just a matter of coming down to who kind of executes their plan better?
Exactly. I think every team just do their own thing. It's pretty similar, and like you said, it's just about the details, about the little things, winning battles, win the face-off battle, and stuff like that.
Your line with Nico and Timo's been winning its battles a lot out there and creating a lot of chances. What do you think's been kind of the key ingredient, especially when you've gotten the hard matchup with the stall line and things like that, to create the chances you have as a group?
Just like I said, just little things. You play against shutdown line like that. We need to play simple, try to get inside, get to the nets. Just all the cliche kind of. And just trying to outwork them.
The edge that Timo plays with, do you sense that getting under the skin of Carolina a bit at this point?
Yeah, I mean, it's a playoff, right? So we're down 3-1. We trying to do whatever it takes to win the game. So yeah.
Anything change at all, knowing that Kachekov is starting in goal for them? Shots, early on.
No, not really. They're both great goalies, so kind of same recipe. We need to get more shots, get in front. Yeah.
Siegenthaler and Pesce, is that just the maintenance situation for the two?
Yeah, it is, but they're going to be game-time decisions, so lineup won't be set until we know more tonight.
If they aren't able to go, then Seamus Casey's the guy that could probably step in. What kind of thing would he bring to the table?
Yeah, again, the lineup's not set until I know what's happening with those guys.
What's your message to the team tonight, Sheldon?
Just gotta win one hockey game. That's it. There's only one game on the schedule here, so it's all our energy and focus needs to be. Recognize the urgency and the challenges that's ahead of us. Not to win the series, but to win here tonight in this building against this team and accept that, but also take the confidence that we had from our last time in here that we can compete and can play, and we're one shot away last time. This time we got to be we got to execute on that shot and get on the right side of it.
Has anything changed knowing that Kachekov is in, making his first start in the playoffs here? Anything to
No. We expected to see both goalies in the series, so pre-series we had talked about both guys and all that, but the challenge remains getting to whoever is in the goal.
Sheldon, your start was great here in Game 2. What did you like most about that start in that first period?
Just that we were aggressive early. We were on top of them, taking away their time. Spent more time on their half of the ice, got some pucks heading towards their net. Really just got to our game quickly. So that's really what we would be looking for. It's similar to Game 3. Liked our start there as well, and then even in Game 4, if you looked at the opening face-off and the opening 30 seconds, that's a real good representation of what we need to do right from the get-go. We weren't able to build on it rather than quick up in that second puck and going right back at them again. We were a little slow with it, and then it's in our net. So, we can learn from that, but certainly take away the positives of Games 2, 3, and the first shift of Game 4.
Fair to say special teams has been a difference in this series so far.
That's the most obvious statement you've made all year.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Thank you, Sheldon.